Hello friends, Colonel Failure aboard the Channel 6 newschopper. Here is the news. I'm on board the Channel 6 newschopper. How more news do you need than that? We're currently zipping our way over towards the Gotham City airport, which is nowhere near Gotham City. It is at the Gotham City port, which is pretty exciting. I know you're going, it's got a helicopter. Okay, it's a helicopter. Yeah, it's in the mod collection, so you've got helicopters as well. These allegedly transport goods, but frankly, this never transports anything. I'm using it just as a minor piece of scenic interest. Let's face it, it is pretty minor. We're going to come around for a 709er in a moment and touch down at the place where we touched down. In the meantime, there's a ruddy big ship and there's a train going on there, and here's the port in all its majesty, having been tinkered with for 6 hours. Yep, I timed it, and I spent 6 hours foodling around with this flaming thing. That's maybe not quite so smooth. If we zoom out, we could probably watch this in a little bit more drama. I've got a bit of wait till fall going on as well, you see. I've secured the area. Now, admittedly, it takes quite a skilled chopper pilot to land here, but I've not been lax. No, I've made sure it's, we've got a windsock. Not that you can really see it, but it's there. We've got landing lights and that kind of gubbins going on as well. You just got to be careful when you take off. There's some parasols outside the cafe, just in case you feel like having a bite to eat after getting off the helicopter, which you won't do, of course. What's going on over there? Apparently it's loading up. No. Yeah. No, look, it's loading up. Well, crumbs. That's something I hadn't anticipated. There's a train, look. Hey. Now, of course, this helicopter's all well and good, but what you actually want to know is, hey, Colonel, because that's how you address me, does this Fandango make any money? You're going to go, yeah, it really does. Makes an absolute ruddy fortune. One astute commenter said, with this bridge effort you've got going on here, you're never going to make any lies. It's not true. I make tons of money out of it. If we bring up the old Profitron here, I'll demonstrate that it makes tons of money. I better flipping make tons of money. I haven't checked. It does make tons of money. There's Gotham Freight Distribution, which at the moment is reading not tons of money. No, it was reading 5 million in the red, but it was making tons of money. No, see, look, we just did 2.5 million in one pump there, so it'll bounce into the blue, and then everything will be happy. No, it's all right. We won't wait because just take my word for it. I still need to fix something I clocked when I was doing the old tracks and beats in the last episode. Still need to fix this. Which I'm not going to do now because I've got that. Yeah, it's all a bit skew whiff over here, but it's okay. What else have we got? Major accomplishments. I'm very pleased with the way this is laid out. I could have spent hours and hours and hours. Helicopter, more on it, getting it going. The only real weakness in the situation is I'm running so many trains now that occasionally you do have the bridge down, and in fact we're going to get it now. The bridge will be down while there is a ship coming through. Nuts. Well, can't be helped. I mean, we've put a nod towards it, but I'm running that much shipping and that many. Look at this. Look. I mean, honestly, this is worth the price of ruddy admission. But yeah, it's about to end in disaster, and the insurance company is not going to pay out. So they're going to go, we could have seen this coming. They're going to go, well, I have seen it coming because I'm here. I'm watching it. Look, I'm not only watching it coming, I'm watching it happening. Oh, and bridge strike. Go on then. Thank you. There we are. But it all melts through. Got a little, lighthouse out there just to, warm people. I built a bit of wall around the outside of it. It looks quite smart. This is an industrial building. The whole episode isn't going to be me touring around previous victories. I've got a plan. This little industrial building here, or is it a commercial building? Can't remember. But I thought it looked quite good as a bit of port keeping, a bit of quayside activity. Look at the flipping swerve on that bad boy. So I've got them all over the place. And yes, I have built a seawall all the way around the outside. So I stuck a ladder on there. Look, for people who need a ladder. There's another one. Yeah, no, it's all worked out really quite well. This wall's 3 thick, you know, and these old bollards on the top here. No, they're hand placed train as well. I've been right busy, because once you start getting as a Gronk with some fuel wagons that's parked outside the refinery, I thought that was a sensible place to put it. Yeah, no, look, seawall there, ladder, yeah, another one of the little towers. That's all good. I tell you, it's quite rewarding once you get into it. Kind of go, oh, there's a ship, just, you know, it's just sat there, it's ready for something to happen, and there's some dingus's leisure cruiser, possibly my own. But there you go. So that's more or less that. What else did I want to show you? Oh yeah, someone else said, oh, you know, your oil train is parked up right outside the depot, and so nothing can get out. 2 things. Firstly, it's not the only depot. I've got multiple depots, and I haven't blocked every single way out on all of them, so this one can get through, which is quite nice. I was going to stick in a little shunter, just tiddling to and from, but I couldn't be bothered. I've got 5 billion in the bank, incidentally. It took 6 hours. I left the game running to make sure that everything was, you know, able to slot through without difficulty. Anyway, I don't need to take any trains out of here. So this is fine to be stuck there. It's fine to be just stuffed on in there. Right, let's get on with the show. Yeah, so I'm pleased with that. I don't know if you can tell or not. Today, we are going to create a junction here-ish. Yeah, I'm not keen on the idea either. It may end up being another helix kind of an idea, whereby we peel off this way, go under, and then thread on, or we go this way, and it's either going to be an incredibly tight turn, which it will have to be. Oh, hold on, I'm starting to like this idea. It'll have to be an incredibly tight turn, but then we can gradually descend alongside the track that exists already. Oh, yeah. Onto possibly this bit. Anyway, after we've done that, we're going to haul it over somewhere. And I figure it's going to be down to Carpenter. Yeah. So I'm going to need a station at Carpenter as well. A boat. Yes, great. We might even follow the passenger line all the way along, stick the Carpenter drop-off over there and make that work. Oh, one more thing to show before we crack on with that, and that is the other end of the I'm Lost. The other end of the freight line, down here. I've made a couple of subtle modifications here. Well, I say subtle. They are subtle. Yeah, I just built a bigger truck station, because there was quite a lot of stuff coming in, and that needed attending to. Oh, I spent even more time over on original Goods Island here, and I've expanded this out, and I've laid in lines that are more complicated. All just, there was a lot to do, and I did it all. So yeah, so there's that. Right, crack on. What are we going to do first? Well, this is actually quite a straightforward project. I think the only complex part of it is going to be the junction here. And even then, it's not exactly complex. It's just a logistical. How are you going to work that then? Now I've got 4 passenger lines in there. I can't remember what I put them in for. I'm sure they'll come into their own at some point. Now, how is one going to peel off from here? Oh, I don't know, because among the obvious things that one could do would be to peel off from midway up the bridge. The problem with doing that, I'm going to give it a try just to make sure that the problem with doing that is actually real and not something that I'm just making up. The problem with that is you end up with ugly bridge. How ugly? Well, hold on, look at it. Well, it's not terrible. No, actually, it's not terrible. If you keep it on the same elevation, sorry, I'm trying to get precise line side action here so we can just see how horrible it is. In fact, that's probably the nicest split off of a bridge that I've ever done. Yeah. So you could single track this curve off, which would then mean you'd need a... Alright, cancel that, thank you. And then, so you'd need a something along these lines. Yep, that's leading to a perilous setup for for queuing. There's going to be a lot of queuing going on there. I think that's inevitable. Yeah, given how slowly these trains move, particularly along here, which I love. I love how slowly the trains move. But given that speed, I'm not sold on there being a massive queue here. You know, I think you would be better off, quad tracking up here. No, tri tracking. So only for inbound, you see. For outbound, it's not a problem. There's plenty of queuing space back in the yard. But with 3 tracks, so you've got 2 tracks on the in side of things, then you could swerve in, so you're still working your bridge like a boss helicopter. Then that could work. Yeah. In which case, what you'd want is something that comes around here like this, right, underneath the bridge, before heading on up. There, heading on up. Come on, head on up. Thank you. Yeah, no, that's not. You ain't got a room. There's not enough room for this. No, you're not going to get up to that height, because that's a pretty steady downward incline. Both of those things, possibly others as well. All right, well, that means we have to go further still. Trains everywhere. I know, you can see them. I can see them. It's worthy of remark. Now, I don't really want to change the path of the passenger line. Let's see what we're working with here. If we come off there... Yeah. If no, you're not, though, are you? No, we're not. Try it again. If we're coming off here... No, yeah, well, that's occasional. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Okay, right. If we're coming off here... Keep going. You'll get there eventually, I'm sure. Right, yeah, okay. Just make a flipping spur in the track and then explore the idea. Right. If we're coming off here, yeah, there's too much curvature. Wait for it. There you go. Right. If we're coming off here, we can then do a whee around like this. Yeah, that looks grotesque. Yeah, but I mean, bridges are a thing. Are they? Yeah, too much curvature, which is a real shame because that almost works. It doesn't work at all. Not even close. Okay. That's not it. No, that's not, is it? No, it's not it. Okay, I don't think you can do it. I don't think this is doable without a major piece of reconstructive surgery. Maybe if we came off here. All right. If we come off here, yeah, you've exhausted that gag now. Yeah, I know, because I stepped on that one. It would have worked fine had I managed to execute that nicely. You didn't know. Right, okay, if we came off there and then follow this around, you could get over that side and it wouldn't be crisis time. You can't go any tighter than that. We can't go tight enough to finish this side. It is too sharp a corner. Okay, which means you are going to be looking at coming off halfway up the bridge. Yeah, no, I'm going to make a right mess to figure this out and then and hopefully tidy it up sufficiently that I'm not sad afterwards. Right. Yeah. No, it doesn't. It's not interested. Why are you fighting me so hard on this today? This is most peculiar. Usually you don't give me anything like this level of grief. Come on. Why? Come on. Thank you. There you are. Right. That's it. Right now, is that correct? Yeah. Although it looks like it might be fractionally off, which is odd. That's because you're going double down. All right. Well, if we go single down, what we're looking at is the ballast, right? We're looking to see if the ballast is clipping through the rail. If it's not, then it means we're at the same level of decline as the track we're spurring off from. If it is, then our level of decline is different. So, right, you would do grab from the right bit. Stop trying to be hasty. I'm not trying to be hasty. You're just being hasty. A little bit. Okay, right. Work it all the way around there. That's legal. Okay. It's on a ruddy grey embankment, which is not ideal, but that's legal. That's what I want. You can't have it. I want doesn't get. All right. Okay. Try that. Yes. I think we're going to settle on this. You know. All right. Go on. Yep. All right. Move this. We're looking at a ruddy, awful swan neck here. We do have these 2 platforms available, but I was saving those for passengers. Yeah, but you could remodel the station and have a goods line running through the middle of it. That'll make the passengers excited. Will it? Well, some passengers, they might be quite excited. Which way are we going? We want that one. Okay, well look, that's legal. How do we feel about that overall? I'm not thrilled with it. I'd rather this continued the bridge motif down a little bit further. But you know what? When I've finished this, I'm going to delete, you know, the extra bits of track that I've got, and I'm going to make these embankments look a little bit prettier with some trees. You're going to hide the embankments with some trees. That's what I just said, isn't it? Yeah, but after a fashion. All right, okay, so we'll get rid of this. Yeah, there we go. Right, yeah. No, clear off. You're going to be passenger station at some point in the future, so you've got that to look forward to. Apparently you're already using this. I'm not. No, you've got that branch put in so that people could get off the get out of the depot. Ah, right. Well, I bought those at the depot, so that's no longer my responsibility. Right, onwards and onwards. Okay, good. Are we just gonna follow this along? I think we are, aren't we? Yeah. Now, with the choices are merge in and follow the follow the passenger line until we merge in and use the bridge. Yes. At which point we are quite close to our destination. Or we make another bridge. Look, we've been pretty fortunate with the bridges we've built so far in that they've worked. This is true. And therefore maybe don't push it. Yeah, but I always push it. How do you push it? Real good. Yes, there you go. That's what the people came to hear. It's really not. And it's not worth claiming that hard either. It wasn't that good. Right, okay, so we're gonna do this. And for some reason I seem to have decorated that already. That was optimistic of me. Right, onwards. Okay, we're going this way. Yeah. Are we? Yeah. Just snap to the flipping Magoo, please. Maybe I need to build the Magoo first, and then I can snap to it coming the opposite way. Why the heck have you called it Magoo? No, I was out of words when the moment came. Now, the amount of traffic we're going to run up here is going to be slight, nay, minor. And therefore, it's ideal for a bit of shared usage later on. Given it already runs through the station, a quick peel off for future services might work quite well. So it's going to be unnecessary quad tracking to start with, because I'm just going to run 2 trains on here. But we'll see how we get on. Everything's subject to revision, always, and often multiple times in a very short period of time. But it's not shy away from it. It's a fact, and it's natural, and the kids love it. Right. Yeah, I know. I haven't explored how we're getting back onto the bridge into the port yet. I'm still tempted, or I still want to go round the long way and come in from the other side rather than crossing over the track. I think crossing over the track is going to be problematic in a queuing sense, whereas doing something a little bit more excitable, I think it's going to look good. Yeah, it's going to take a lot longer, but it's going to look good and lead to fewer queues. That's the dream. Okay, right, we're almost there. And then I just need to figure out where I'm putting this station. Ship. Yeah, that's nice. Right, round we go. Perhaps start thinking about a junction about now? Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Okay, right. Yeah, you've got a completely different type of track going on here. Well, this is for, this is designed for freight. And therefore it has to have a different style of track. No, you're just being lazy and you went with the default freight track. Your point being? I'm too old to be making points. Right, stick that in there. Yeah. Anything else? No, I think we're golden. Just put some. I'll put some casual signals in now. I probably will change this track layout as well. No, it doesn't look good. If I thought it was going to continue looking good, then I might have kept it, but it isn't, so I won't. Right, stick some signals on here. Yeah. Do you want one on the way out? I really don't, but I probably should have one on the way out. Go on then. All right, there you go. Right, just remember to put some more on when you're going out the other way. Who are you calling a moron? Thank you. Right, okay, so we've now got our goods trains coming over here. Yeah, and then something needs to happen. Yes. So we're going to need to peel off from the passenger route. Well, I'm looking at the Village of the Damned and thinking that could be quite zesty. Because what we could do is we can continue along, make a big chunky fat boy tunnel through here, and maybe end up over there where there's loads of room. Oh, you've said it now. Yeah, and thus it's likely to happen. What the heck is going on here? I think you'll find they're calling out for Johnny Bulldozer and the Merry Mole Men to fix that. No, Merry Mole Men have been. I built this great tunnel. Well, in which case you want to make this accessible by the aforementioned great tunnel. You just have to find the exit. Well, it's got to be around here somewhere, isn't it? I think that's where I put it. Check a little bit further out. Yeah, it's definitely in here. There definitely is an exit. It's not just a one-way portal to the netherworld. Here we go. I just almost said nether regions there, which would have been a slightly different meaning on things. So we come out there. So we've got this big bit of road here, which will lead down to there. Right, that's where my station's going. Yep, and I'm going to make it work. Because that's what I'm renowned for, is take a bad idea and make it sort of. Right, okay, buildings, yes. Freight terminuses, yeah, one of these, yeah, with a lot of that. Make it high speed. We've got catenary attached to it already, and Bob's your uncle. Yeah, okay, yep, wait, yeah, there. I haven't checked the other end. It's possibly not going to work. Also, it's not quite long enough at the moment. Oh, that's quite nice. Yeah, you've got the jolly ships coming around the outside. This would be a good area to do, shave the coastline back a smidge, put some sea wall in going around the outside, and then have the trains coming around along the top of the sea wall next to the ships. Why do you say that? It means that people are now going to expect you to do something like that. And you're not going to. Yeah. How long does the station need to be? Longer than that. Alright, well, I'll worry about that in a minute. So, we come around here like this. Oh, did I mention I got 5 billion in the bank? Come around here like that. Yeah. You know what's better than that? Well, what? Not doing this? Yeah, not doing that would probably be good. You could just go around the perimeter of the island. Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, the kids love that too. Yeah, you seem to know an awful lot about what the kids love. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely down with my my later generational homies. Yes, that's how they describe themselves. Is it? Oh, possibly. Right, okay, carry on. Yeah, just give it that. Stay on the flat. You know, maybe the slightest of climbs. I think here is probably going to be the climb you want to get up to. Now, obviously, if a cheeky tunnel were to appear on this magnificent voyage, then I wouldn't be opposed to it. I know I would genuinely take that little cheeky bit of bridge there, which has actually cancelled itself now, which is unfortunate. But we don't need it. Yeah, cheeky tunnel hopefully re-emerge out along the coast on the edge there. I can't just follow it around the outside. The corner here will be ugly and it'll be too tight. So that's why I can't just follow it around the outside. You're going to have to... you need to make compromises, friends. All right? You can't just... you can't hold an iron line and expect everybody else to kowtow to your whimsical desires. Yeah. I can't remember when the last time was anybody kowtowed to my whimsical desires. But there you go. Right. Yeah, no, that's actually coming out quite nicely. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I eyeball it and it looks all right. Sometimes, all right, put that about there, and then let's flip it back around and come out the other way. Ooh, that bus station there is in the way. Maybe in the way. Now, I want to part the freight from the passenger as quickly as possible. That bridge possibly needs rebuilding. But I think I'm going to try and leave that bus stop intact. because it's in a properly good place for what it needs to be able to accomplish. Alright, so we rock along here, thus. Yeah. Yeah, you are going to need to change up your track selection, but let's ignore that for now. You can just get the magic wand out when you've done it all, and that'll be, you know, a minute and a half of funky noises. Yes. All right. Okay. It's like Marky Mark and his don't go. No. You can't make hay out of thunk. Watch me try. No, I'd sooner not. Okay. All right. Yeah, down onto the beach. Yeah. Adjust your angle. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Adjust the angle here. Right. Something like this. Yeah, with a bit of tarting up, this will look all right. Don't worry. It's okay. That's all right. Christmas isn't ruined. And smash. Right. We've got a bridge pillar collage. Speak to me. Yeah, I'm happy with everything you're trying to do here. That's okay. It's a bit of a wiggler, but I don't mind it. Which bridge? It hasn't got any pillars. What are you on about? You're having a giraffe. Oh. Where? Show me the pillar that's colliding, and I'll show you lies. Yeah, all right. Maybe if I put some pillars in, it would get with a program. All right. Give me some of... Oh, what do I fancy? Just try some of that. Yeah, with a bit of this. Green. Miniature. Yes. There you go. You still colliding? Yes. With what? There's nothing to collide with. I think it's probably because I am being a little bit fast and loose with the coastline there. Either way, we can remedy that. We can remedy that. We are now remedying that. Yeah, that's nice. It is nice. It's on a lower edge. You're probably going to want to smooth this out, and I bet it gets flooded every time the tide comes in. Yeah. Now, you could go back further still, because you are gradually descending, that's the word, over here. Well, in the spirit of A, I've got tons of money, and B, let's try and make it look halfway decent the first time. Then let's give that a go. Right, yeah, okay, yeah. Take it back to about there. About there will be fine. And off we jolly well toddle. Toddling away as we do. Right. I don't think this has actually made any difference at all, but, you know, it feels good to go like, oh, no, I'm trying to be excellent. In fact, it has made a difference, and therefore I am excellent. Yeah, keep going. Now, I can't remember if I've got the track on the right side or not. No, it's a single station at the other end, so it doesn't matter. Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah, single platform. So you've got to put a split in the track somewhere, and it really doesn't matter where. Okay, right, what are we looking at? Well, you've lost the bridge. Oh, I was almost keen on it there for a moment. Yeah, but tough. Yeah, you've got a bit of a... It's all right. No, that's what smoothing gun's for. Take it. Okay. Right. Now, we shouldn't ever need track 2, or we shouldn't need to double track this, because I'm not anticipating flinging enough trains this way to make it worthwhile. However, we're doing it for future proofage in case I end up slinging dozens of trains up here, which is unlikely, but still plausible. If you paint it black, stick it in a dark room, close your eyes while you look at it. Right. Which, incidentally, that's not the first time that phrase has been uttered. Oh, no. When I was about 8 years old, I built a what I considered to be, well, yeah, let's ignore what I might have considered it as. I made a pirate ship out of a cardboard box for me Playmobil dudes. Because I wanted a pirate ship for me Playmobil dudes, and with one was told to improvise. So one improvised, and I got the thing, and my dad bought me some black poster paint, which was jolly. Actually, he was a teacher, so my dad nicked some black poster paint from school. Yeah. Don't think I didn't know that, Dad. And then I asked him what he thought of it after it was done. And he said, I said, Dad, do you think this looks like a pirate ship? He goes, well, you painted it black, so if you were to stick it in a dark room, turn the lights off, close your eyes while you look at it, then yeah, it looks totally like a pirate ship. If you ever wondered where I get it from, there's your answer. You kind of go, oh yeah, no, tough love. It was the only love. Was the tough variety. No. The old man was not someone to tell you it was good if it wasn't. I'll be completely honest. It wasn't a good pirate ship. But I was 8. And therefore, I'm pretty sure I was 8. I could have been 12. I've no idea. But I'm pretty sure I was about 8. But at the same time, you kind of go, would a little bit of encouragement killed you? Would it? No, probably not. Anyway, I've tried to train my children in exactly the same way, and it's not done them any harm. Not that they've told me, possibly because they're too scared to do so. Or rather, no, in fact, there's a running joke. There is a running joke amongst my kids, which is... Don't ask for his advice. Do not ask for his advice, because you'll open the door. When the door is open, he will unleash advice you had not asked for. There will be a critique wave coming in your direction. What you need to be doing, oh God, no, for about 45 minutes. Yeah, I know. I can't think where I've built up this level of practice, but hey, it seems to work reasonably well, and the kids all knowingly, when there's more than one of them present, they all point and laugh anytime one of them triggers it. It doesn't stop me, of course. I carry on regardless, because no, when I've got a point to make, even if I've made it 400 times before, I'm making it again. This is all in the Dad Handbook, which I should write. It's unwritten so far, and maybe there's a law that what is unwritten must remain unwritten. However, no one told me that. That's not in the Dad Handbook, and therefore maybe I shall share this knowledge for aspiring future fathers. Because the power is good, friends, but one must wield it, or indeed yield it, in a responsible fashion. Being a dick to your children, it's the only thing that makes life worth living. And it's one part payback, one part it's my turn now, and you know, you hope to instill them with the same everything, so that they go off and do it to their kids as well, and then you can look over their shoulder and go, finally, I am proud of you. And they'll go, oh, thanks. And you're gonna go, your thanks is more than I need. Right, good. Now, what are we doing next? Threading a train under a thing. Under what thing? There's barely any chuffing. You're not getting under there, son. You're not. No. If you'd left that with a bit more whiz, you'd possibly have some. Oh my goodness me! Look at this corner. Yeah, okay, so there's a few problems with this. A few. I think you're being rather generous there, clown. All right, I am affording myself a fresh idea. However, it's not a good idea. It's not going to work. A fresh idea was peel off early, come round, zip under where there's room, and then reappear up there somewhere. We're never going to make that level of height up. Not if we need to get under the bridge and then onto the bridge. It's just not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not. All right, well, what else are you going to do? All right, the backup idea is turn that into a set of points that hits both sides. The only place you're queuing is on there. Ta-da! Yeah, I know, but I don't like it. I will fix that corner because I hate it. But at the same time, I want to figure out what I'm doing with this. We will be running trains today, all right? We will. We will be running trains. I will solve this, and then trains will be run. And we will look at them and possibly ride on one, moving at slightly higher than normal speed, because they're very slow. Beyond that, however, all bets is off. Good. Do you want to lower that bridge? There's a train coming. Just making sure it's all working. Train coming. Lower the bridge. I know there's a ship coming, but that kind of ship can get underneath. Are you going to lower the chuffing bridge or what? There you go. I don't care about ships. It's all about trains, doing the train business. Right, good. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, I got a bit nervous. Right. Okay, so how the heck are you going to do this? Yeah. Now, the option to quad track the bridge there doesn't exist, okay? Just in case you were going, want to quadrant the bridge there. I kind of go, yeah, I would have liked to. Would I? No. Would I? Yes. But I'm not going to, because that option is not one that actually exists. Now, if we start off doing this, yeah. Alright, then we're going to be queuing on the bridge itself. See, all it would need is just to get rid of these barriers there, and the whole thing would look great. Oh, just give me a camera angle. See, just that. That's the only bit that looks wonky. I'm sure there are mods that can make that work, but frankly, I ain't got that level of enthusiasm. Yeah. Or you could go later. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Yeah, you don't have to go earlier. You could go later. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, we could get on the track up here somewhere. Yeah, but then you've still got to pull off one of these flipping corners, and I can't see that happening without a fight. Well, let's go and have a look. All right. Well, we're coming down this way. Yeah. There's your lead track. All right. Go on in. Show me. Prove it. I've got enough run there. Oh, you do as well. Yeah. You can do a bit of this. Wait for it. Huh? Well, okay. That's maybe too aggressive. Yeah, it is a bit aggressive. Okay, all right. Yeah. It's okay. Right. Pump up the volume. Yep. Give it a bit of that. That is too high. Is it? Yes. All right. We'll take it down a couple. That. Too high. Okay. All right. Yeah. Now we want this bridge to be going over at a perpendicular. Because it's going to make life easier if we do it that way. What do you mean there's a collision? Don't talk rubbish. What are you colliding with? Oh, maybe I just started too close. No, it's because it's not done. It's done flipping groundworks. Go up one notch. No. We're in micro notches now. Just until the point where it kind of goes, would you like to be a bridge? And you go, yeah, I would like to be a bridge. It's a bit high. Tough. That's what you're stuck with. All right, okay. So you're going to need to do this in a way that is going to allow you to get on there, and then without it being a complete mission, get round this side and onto there. It's gonna look ugly, unless it's gonna look ugly. All right, okay. Well, what if you do it like that, and then go? Yeah, I wanted to do it perpendicular, but I couldn't. Right. Give me this. Put some frown on it. Yeah, give it some frown. Yeah, yes. Okay, that's tall enough. It is tall enough. Okay. All right. It's got girders and all sorts. I think you've possibly got the angle not quite right there. Well, we'll see how we go. We've got a collige. Yeah, we have got a collige. Right. What's colliging? All of it. Everywhere. All at once. Okay, all right. No, we can work with this. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna work out. All right, there we rock that around the corner. Oh, that looks horrendous. It looks a lot horrendous. It does not look a little bit horrendous at all. It looks dreadful. Yeah, all right. I see you're carrying on. You are not perturbed or indeed off-put by the dreadfulness in which it looks. You've got too much curve going on. You think? Oh, yeah. Oh, handbrake turns and trains really aren't happy bedfellows. You're going to have to wiggle out this way a lot. By this point, it'd be better just to make a separate bridge. Yeah, but where are you bringing it in? There's nowhere to bring it in. Even if you were willing to try that kind of a manoeuvre, there is nowhere to bring it in. Try a different bridge type. Okay. Yeah, give me a different bridge type. Give me that. Oh, it doesn't want to play. Hang on, it might. There you go. All right, there, that's neater. Yeah, it's going to need some pillars underneath there. Never mind that. I don't care how restful a night's sleep it gets. Pillars, pillows, pillows. See? Yeah, no, yeah. Look, I think it works. Right. Do we want to continue our incline here? What's all this climb business you've got going on today? You seem to be fixated on it. All right, it seems to be word of the day. No, let's keep going up. No, let's not keep going up. Stay on the flat. Right, take that. Yeah. Now, let's go. Right, and then merge nicely. Oh yeah, merging two different types of bridge. You should have thought of that beforehand. That's all right, I'll fix this bit. It's okay. I'm going to go back and get the other bits looking like they're all part of the same happy wilderness family. But initially, I want to just get it connected. Yeah. Okay. Now have a look at it and ask yourself: is what you've just built reasonable? It's not. You know, you could have just crossed over the track and that would have been okay. This is better though. Right? Because it's not crossing over the track and therefore it's not interrupting the smooth flow of existing rail services. So why don't you stick a cork in it and let's go. Alright, I'm doing it this way. I may change my mind later on. You know what I'm like. But I'm going with this as our initial gambit here, because I want to run some trains and see how I feel about it after I've done that. Just live with that, yeah. Except you're going to have to pump up the volume. Yes. Go on then. I will do. Yeah. You're probably going to need to hold shift. I've tried that. It's not completely. Yeah, you know, that's what I wanted. Right. There you go. Look. That's not so bad, is it? Well, hold on. Let me know. I'll tell you. That is not so bad. No, it's not. That's quite nice. In fact, you don't even need to be that aggressive. You could just point that end a little. Careful on pointing the end a little, because you do still have to do the downward merger, which is a yoga move, and get onto there. Right. Are we still happy with the general appearance of the thing? You know what? Yeah. I mean, if you're going to do it this way, then yes, I am happy with the general appearance of the thing. Apart from this corner, which, looking at it from this height, it actually doesn't look so bad. No, you could probably do it a little bit more, just splayed out ever so slightly more. I'm going to leave it like it is for the moment, because there's a high chance that I revisit this to make it look, you know, less in the future. Yeah, how we're looking here. Talk to me about my points. Everything's good. If everything is good, then we're all good here. Right. Stick one set of signals about there. Now, I do not want to put a second set of signals here, because this train is coming up. Both trains are coming uphill. What's your problem? This one's not coming uphill quite as much, and therefore I want it to be able to continue its momentum. At this point, whatever you say, Gov, but I don't quite hold with it. Anyway, okay. See, we're committing signals, and therefore I guess we're going with it anyway. Yeah. I see. Looking out from here, I hate this corner. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, don't like the corner. Do a better job. Well, I'll see what I can do. Good. You should. Go on. Do something better. All right. I'm doing something better. That's it. Ease it out. There you go. That might look all right. Yeah, I suppose. Right. There you go. See, that's better. It's always worth having a third go. If the first two goes have been, then have a third go, because how much worse can it get? Now, obviously, change this passenger station up for a freight station. No, not for a freight station. No, we're not doing that. No, we'll change these two tracks here for passing tracks, and then passing can occur. Oh, well done. Yeah. Right, we're done. Yeah. Possibly need more signals, whatever. I'm only buying two trains. Who really cares? Yeah. So, right, let's rock in a route here. Yep. We are going from big boy Gotham City Transcontinental. Now, of course, as the crow flies, it's just over there. As we fly, it's way wow. Right. I think you followed the route along there at home. But yeah, I'm okay with it. But I think even if the original one does make profit, which I'm sure it does, I promise you, I've looked at it. It made profit. I went, that'll shut up, Mister. Oh, it's never going to make any money. Oh no, yeah, I'll tell him to put a cork in it. But obviously, if it doesn't actually make any money, well, this one's going to make even less. So there's that to look forward to. I mean, it's a nice journey. You're going to need way more than 2 trains on here, bruv. You're going to need 3. I am going to need 3. Not straight away, though. No. Possibly a little later. Right, it needs a funky name. What do I call the other one? I don't know. Scroll down. It should leap out at you. Okay, well, that's buses. It's not going to leap out at you from there. The only thing leaping from there is buses. You've called it Gotham Freight Distribution. Well, that's a revelation. Try this. This is Carpenter, because that's where we're going. Carpenter. Freight. Yeah. Interceptor. I think you might be gilding that lily just a little bit. That's what lilies are for, and I've got me gilding paper right here. It's happening. Get gilded, sucker. Right. Let's go to work. And then... See, we don't want to go to that depot. No, because you drive straight through this gas train. Yeah, that's a bad idea. We do want to come out of this one, though, because it will look great going through the yard, unless I've miscalculated somewhere. Right, trains. Let's go diesels. Yeah. What do we like? Bit of class 50? Oh, they're punchy. Yeah. Well, we got some, courageous. That's my name. No, I'm going to go Eagle. I want an Eagle on this one. All right, there's Eagle. Yeah. You know, someone in the comments, you know what they're going to say? I do know what they're going to say. Well, you're afraid to find that you're not supposed to use that particular train on this particular service. You kind of go, oh, I know, but you know how much I care? Yeah, I know. Not a lot. I thought I had specialist wagons. You do. They're here. Aha! Give me ads. How many? What do these carry? Bit of everything, apart from the stuff you're expecting it to carry, which is hopper-related materials. Right. Well, tell you what. Let's slap. Station at the other end's only 320. Thank you. Yeah. Which of course is in meters, and this is in miles. Perfect. Good. How you fancy converting that? I don't. Yeah. Capacity 220 some odds. Right, okay. Leave that alone for the moment. Yeah. It's probably forgotten everything about it there. What I'm doing now is I'm going to see what products there are that I may be interested in shipping. None. Okay. You could grab this. Yeah. And hoik it back, but that would require a road bridge, and there isn't a flippy top road bridge that we could work with. Seems a shame. Yeah, process some stone, process a bit of oil, get some lumber up on the business. You could work it in as a local freight route. Oh golly, that's a fun idea. Yeah, all right. This series isn't about freight. Oh, it might be in a minute. I am planning on moving on from freight. This is my last freight fandango for a little bit. It might even be the last freight fandango ever, other than a bit of tidying up, which I don't want to do in the next episode. I want to do something else. Anyway, what are you talking about? Oh, it can just be freight cars. Hold on, what are we shipping? We're shipping at least tools and fuel and bricks and goods and cogs and food. Not food. The only thing the people at Carpenter don't need is food. Probably because they're all dead. Right. Let's go. Incidentally, this bridge here, it's also a depot. I could deploy from there, but I kind of like the idea of sending. So yeah, it's forgotten everything that you were doing before. Oh well, that's a disappointment. Anyway, class 50. I think you'll find a class 50 wasn't really used. Let me read the description then. It's a blue livery, yeah, with that front jumper cables. Important to note. These were added soon after they started service. Warspite was withdrawn in 1987 and scraped in 1989. Good. Did it haul freight? Looks like it should have. So I'm going with Benbow. Yeah, come on, Ben. Let's rock. Right, Ben. Yeah, bunch of carriages. I think they're wagons. I don't know, whatever I decide to call them in a moment. Go. Yeah, how many are you doing? We have 222 capacity on there. Let's go 234 capacity. We'll have one of those. Yes. Thank you. And then I want to change Ben out. Oh, but this is just a pain in the bum. Yeah, I don't care. And then we'll have another one of these, but I'm going to have Thunderer. Is it a cat? You knows it. Right. Is it at the right end? It is. This surprises me. All right, and then a third one. Yes, we are jumping the whatnot a bit early. Canyon? Sure. We are jumping. Let's go with Edward Elgar. Yeah. Let's get some high quality classical music up in this business. Go on, get on there. Yeah. What's he got to do with trains? He's important to trains everywhere. Right. There's all of that lot, and fire it up the whatnot. There we go. Firing up the whatnot. Let's make sure it does what I think it was going to do, because if it does, it's going to look great. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Are you looking at the right thing? Yep, look, there it is. It's coiled. It's in there. It's waiting. A set of signals will probably let it through. If you haven't got a set of signals, it might never get out. It's a good point. Yeah. You're probably going to want some signals, or it'll never get out. It's a nice view, though, isn't it? I'm not questioning the view. I'm just questioning whether you're ever getting out of here. Hold on. We're moving. Action is occurring. Yeah. It's very tempting to ride this first person. Why don't you let this first one go, hit the accelerator, and then jump on the second one? Oh, I like the way you think. I like the way you move. But that's beside the point. And what we should do is we should zip through here up the points and not drive through the thanks, mouse. Drive through the tanker. Go on. Don't drive through the tanker. Mistakes were made, friends. Where are you going? When you drive up the other... Just... Don't drive through my scenery. Oh, you pet... Also, you could have come up this way. There's a Gronk in the way. Okay. Even with the Gronk in the way, you could still... I set points up. You could have gone up here and then... If we double slip that, and then come up here and over this one and merged onto the flipping line. You don't need to drive through a fucking gas train. Oh well, whatever. Right, let's jump on the next one. Well, I don't want to jump on the next one now. I know it's going to ride through the back of the gas train. I know, but that might be a mysterious, exciting moment for all of us anyway. Oh, 1, 2. I was happy when I thought it would just do proper. Well, it's not going to do proper, is it? And besides which, you can't drive through the Gronk because you've got no double slips going on. I don't care. We're going to ride on it anyway. Up a tempo. Wait until it starts shifting, and then we'll get on board. And then we'll ride it along, because then we get the side benefit, you see, of the things that we sometimes benefit from. You know the things? Yeah. Now, obviously, I'm going to need trucks and whatnot up the other end in order to be to act as a receiver for these goods before it starts delivering properly. And I'll do that out of sight and out of mind, because it's going to be dreadfully boring to watch. Similarly, I'll probably fix up the track as well, because that's going to be dreadfully boring to watch. Just painting it, colouring it in. There we go. He's going. Why did you press that? Because I'm used to games at the moment that change the speed of the game on the number keys. Yeah, here we go. Alright, imagine the gas train isn't here. Yeah, I don't know why it's chosen to go this way, but it has. And therefore, we should all be quite sad about that. But as long as it doesn't happen very often, I'm willing to tolerate it once in a while. There you go. Are you sure we're slowed down? That's fast. Here we go, slow. Lighthouse. You already pointed the lighthouse out. You can't have bonus points just because you felt like pointing it out again. No, that's not how this works at all. Right, there's an inbound service. Hunky-dory. Yeah. Swing on over this way. Obviously, that's only being held at the moment because it's being civilised and letting trains out of the depot. You may well honk, my friend. I honk in return. There you are. Yeah. How do you feel about that? Pretty excited, I reckon. There's a crane. I put that in, just, you know, it's representing something maybe being built, showing it's still happening. Some people might have pointed out that there's no road access to the port at all. This is true. The trucks and like were delivered by ship. There you go. That's the backstory there. I've put a great deal of thought into the backstory, and there it is. That's the backstory for you. Oh, they were delivered by ship. Yeah, what about the people who work there every day? Ship. Or helicopter. Or they ride in a wagon on the train and feel pretty flippin' smug about themselves while doing so because they're living the dream. There's a maybe they swim it. There's a multitude of ways they could make it across, and they probably choose one of those. Bridge? Yeah. Clunk. Sweet. Driving across. Whoo, yeah! This is all good. Bit of a wiggle, bit of a shimmy. But now we get to see whether or not this feels authentic. Since when do you care about authentic? I care deeply. Right, here we go. Thank you, telephone. Telephone also believes in authenticity. We're going around 25. We're only doing 25 miles an hour. I've just got it in max Q, just so that we're not here for the rest of our natural lives while we go from one end to the other. Good news is we're not catching up with the previous service too quickly, which is nice. Yeah, the passengers in there are going to be somewhat perplexed. You guys, it doesn't look like it's got a first-class department, my dear. No, I guess we'll be riding in cattle, figuratively and literally. If it had cattle, which it doesn't. But let's pretend it does for the sake of making that joke make any sense at all. Right, good. And a bunch of bland countryside. And it is quite bland. I mean, it's nice, but bland. And harmless. You know, it's not hurting anybody. Green light. Yes, it's good. I think that you might have actually planned the signals out reasonably well. I know it's a burden, but you know, it's my cross to bear. Are we on the right side of the track? Yeah. Look at the colour of it. All right, we're not held up behind any godforsaken passenger services. I tell you what, this Class 50, it can haul it a bit as well. It's faster than the ones I've got on the other side. You sure they're not 50s as well? I thought they were like 37s or something like that. I can't honestly remember. They might be 50s. If you were to look directly at it without clicking on it, would you be able to tell? So we're coming around by the side of the passenger line, peeling off here, which is absolutely ideal. And now we get to see how badly I've roller coasted this, because it is a bit down and then a bit up. But I think the second, third hold on. Yeah. No. Okay, that's within tolerance. Could be better, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Continue up, cresting the hill, and then as long as it doesn't go down, which it doesn't, it's levelled off nicely. Ship? Yes, but you should have anticipated that, given that you've decided to go along the ship side ship. Haven't I, though? Yeah, you apparently have. Okay, yeah. Cheeky tunnel. Nice. See the water? Embrace it. Well, you know, embrace it spiritually. You don't want to embrace it physically because get a train wet. Right, coming into the platform, and given that we saw the return service returning, evidently the platform is long enough. Is it? Yeah, you got it about right. Well, I know. I had a feeling I would, because, you know, I'm good at this. Right, there you go. That's that. We're done here, kids. Right, I'm going to go and tidy up some track and put some trucks on, because that's a good thing. I'll sort this bit of train out as well while I'm here. Slow it back down again. Slow it back down again. Here you are. It's all good. See if that line's making a profit yet. Yep. Definitely is. It's definitely not 12 million in the hole. Great. I think it's actually offset by the amount of ridiculous money being made by the ship oil line, of which there are 16 ships on that ship oil line, which is why it's making 20 million quid a year, and the ship freight line, which is making, well, it was making 14, it's now making 12. That's okay. I don't care. All right, good. I'm in Colonel Failure. I'll be back soon with more of this as we press towards some sort of conclusion. Couldn't tell you what sort of conclusion it will be, but it will be I hope to see you there for that. If you're new here, I'm amazed, and you should subscribe. I'll catch up with you next time. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.